It's managed to get really cold lately, and I've not had much desire to do anything apart from stay in the warmth, stay in the venues, stay with my friends, and be in those moments. I haven't wanted to really sit down and edit together a project or to write out a script for something, let alone to really share with you what's been happening in my life. Look at this. Isn't this pretty? As winter comes, we get more trees completely stripped of leaves. And that's great in the cold winter breeze that seems to pass and freeze my knees. We get the berries showing with the dewdrops glistening and rain that comes and patters down, and the sound outside of your house is drowning out everything else that you wish to be doing. I kind of adore and can't stand it in equal measure. The unknowing of how your plans can really build if it's going to be raining and messy all day long. How many extra layers you require, although I prefer to add layers than to be too sweaty. I've had so many fun moments over the last couple of weeks, and it's taken me over a week just to try and process it all and to sit down and try and find a way to convey it all with you. And I'm still struggling with it now, because everything I want to say feels and sounds boastful, but it's not intended to be that way. It's just some of the things that I've got to do over the last couple of weeks have been that exciting and wonderful and important to me. They've just been these moments that I've really cherished. And these are things that I'm not likely to do on a regular basis, but maybe I can. Maybe they'll hire me back. Maybe I'll get to do more of this. It's been my dream to be a tour photographer for so long. And getting to do that for those 3 solid weeks was pretty incredible. I remember first wanting to go on a tour bus in 2001. I watched a Linkin Park DVD called Frat Party at the Pancake Festival. In it, the band show you around their tour bus, they show you around as they travel Europe, and it's all documenting their US and European travels. These buses with so many bunks and little areas to hang out, video games to play, fridges, the toilet that you don't poop in. You never poop in the toilet. And so many different bus rules which stay today. And I remember thinking, I would love to do that. Imagine you get to travel around the world, meeting people thoroughly excited to see you and your friends, and you get to spend the whole time traveling via buses and planes and boats. You can rush about, you can take it as slow as you need, go to sleep in one city, wake up in the next. As soon as you're done at a venue, you can hang out and explore, or you can jump back on the bus and just retire for the evening. I wasn't really sure if something like that could happen to me, because at the time, what sort of talent did I really have apart from the passion and excitement over musicians that I, to this day, keep? But over the years, certain different skill sets formed. I would become more and more useful and beneficial to a band because I had knowledge of how various parts of the industry worked. I knew how to promote different events, and I knew how to organize bands and to motivate people into going to places and doing the right thing. I started to be taking more and more photos and being more confident in front of a camera so that I could at least document and photograph those different parts of my life and then apply it to other people's. The various music montages and the tour diaries and the music videos and things like that. And people noticed various different aspects of what I could do, whether it was a raw talent or something that was becoming more refined that they could make use of. And somehow I found myself on a bus with people that I'm lucky to consider friends now, doing all kinds of mad things, going to several different countries, maybe like 6 or 7, I don't know. We did 16 tour dates, at least whilst I was there. She eventually played to 100,177 people over the course of the month of touring. We had various different support acts. Some of the shows were 7,000 capacity, some of them were 2,500, and it was beautiful. It was thrilling. There were days where you could go out into the crowd and move about freely and be able to get the right kind of photos of the audience from the back. And there were nights when you literally couldn't go anywhere. I remember in Prague not being able to move because the crowd was that busy, that intense. The entire skating rink that they'd turned into a stadium for the day was so compact and full of life, and people standing on tables and chairs and standing in the way just to get a glimpse of what was happening, that I couldn't literally go anywhere apart from be on the stage. I started to learn more ways to deal with certain situations, and I started to grow both as a photographer and as a video maker. I started to recognize how the set was going, the different choreography. I feel like I've done a pretty good job with it. You can see some of the stuff that I've done on Lindsay's channel. Largely she did most of the editing for these because she knows her style, she knows what she wants to do with it. And I'm quite happy with that. I very much enjoyed doing that with her, for her. Look at this lovely view. I'm glad to be home. I really am. It's been great to get to catch up with friends. It's been good to see my girlfriend and to spend time here. But I do long to be in different countries, traveling around places like Vienna, Prague, Milan, Paris, and various other parts of France and Germany. Going to Munich was fantastic. All these different parts that I'd really want to go to. And to bring things kind of full circle, I don't know if you remember, I made a video called Best Summer Ever where I listed all the things that I really wanted to do over the summer. And then I decided not to enter it properly into the competition because there were certain rules and terms and conditions that didn't feel natural, didn't feel right to me. Some things seemed really just very strange, so I didn't enter. But the things that I had on my list included, I wanted to be on a big stage at a festival to a massive crowd. Did that already with Ledger. I wanted to go on tour, traveling around various different countries and visiting as many different places and exciting people as I could. Did that with Lindsay. Done so much more too. I'm just feeling very blessed. Hopefully I'll work out how I can make more videos for you and to convey what's been going on in my life, but until then, thanks for watching.